a Bollywood level career shift. We have seen it everywhere, from drinks to beverages to food to now skincare. It's like it's here to make everything green and aesthetic, from lattes to lotions and from cupcakes to cleansers. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Neha and today I am reviewing this Matcha green tea and enzyme powder wash by Wishtrend. And just looking at this cleanser, it reminds me of this very funny reel by Rahul Dua, who was at one point the host of Shark Tank India. And you might have seen it already because it's already got thousands and hundreds and thousands of views. And it's quite funny how he talks about matcha is everywhere and it's just uncontrollable. And it's actually true. It's so interesting to see how matcha has infiltrated everything, how it expanded its territory and how it pulled a Bollywood level career shift. We have seen it everywhere, from drinks to beverages to food to now skincare. And it's basically done a full LinkedIn career expansion. And it makes me wonder what is coming up next with matcha.
Matcha toothpaste, matcha floor cleaner. Doesn't sound very interesting or promising either. But what about if we get a matcha based sunscreen? That is something that I will be really interested in trying.
I don't know if there already is. If there is, let me know in the comments if you've tried something like that. But if it is yet to launch, I'm really interested in trying it. But for today, I'm going to talk about this beautiful cleanser that is a recent found. So let's talk about my experience with it. I've used it a couple of times already. The brand suggests you use it 2 to 3 times in a week. Do not use it every single day because it's an enzyme based powder wash. So it performs exfoliation and you don't need to go with exfoliation every single day. Coming down to the texture, it has an interesting powder finish, which you might have seen already from a lot of influencers where they review a powder to foam based cleanser. It's exactly that. It comes out as powder and you have to add a little bit of water, mix it really well until it becomes semi-liquid and foamy. So when I ordered, I actually missed this part of powder wash and I thought it's a regular, a gel kind of a cleanser or a creamy cleanser, something that has matcha in it. But to my surprise, when I got it and I was looking at it like that, against the sunlight, and I could see it's not like a uniform, how liquids are kept in a package. It's kind of powder. And I wonder why powder is packaged in a bottle like this. Did not make much sense to me, but to my surprise, the powder that's in there, it's quite free flowing. The package does full justice to the formulation. It's very easily dispensable. You just have to add a little water, mix it pretty well and convert it into a foam-like texture. Another preconceived notion I had with this product is, because it's a powder and after I add water, it becomes foamy. It might not be hydrating. It might dry out my skin. But it did not. It is super hydrating. In fact, it cleanses well as it promises without leaving my skin dry or dehydrated. Now, when I was mixing it, I could literally feel slightly, tiny granules, like a gritty texture, but it wasn't as intense. There are physical exfoliating particles that I believe perform an added exfoliation outside of the enzyme exfoliation. It's actually one of those products where, after I have washed and dried my face, I can still leave some time between, applying my moisturizer next, as it simply nourishes and deeply hydrates the skin, I felt, which is usually not the case these days. I feel my skin is oily and, sensitive and combination, but after I cleanse with my regular other cleansers, I feel the urge to apply my toner, moisturizer, whatever that can, instantly hydrate my skin. But with this cleanser, that feeling was not there. With full confidence, I can say that it does not leave your skin dry and dehydrated. Now, those tiny granules, those little gritty particles you feel while you're mixing, it does not really, it does exfoliate your skin, but it does not add to the dryness or anything, as I mentioned. After I've completely washed, my skin feels soft and refining and not stripping. Now, before I tried this, I saw some visuals where, these, which are part of the ad campaigns from the brand, where there is a visual of lather foam on her face. And it actually can transform into a lot of lather depending on how much product you take and how much water you add. But having said that, you don't need to go overboard with this product. Just this much quantity, I think it's half spoon, you can say. You need just this much, add some water, lather it well, and apply it, scrub it off, cleanse your face for a minute, and then wash it off. While you're applying, if you feel, because you're spreading the product constantly and the water is evaporating, if it gets drier, you can just go in and add a little more water and it becomes foamy, gives that lather again. Now, while I used it, I was wondering, we have seen and we have heard a lot about green tea having polyphenols and giving antioxidant benefits. But all of this I have read and, heard in context of, consumable items like green tea or matcha for that matter. But I was really curious how matcha green tea can help, when you are using it in your skincare with topical application, how they perform, how they work with your skin. And actually there are studies to support this. One article published in Typology Paris mentions that green tea extracts rich in polyphenols like EGCG are proven antioxidants that reduce inflammation, protect collagen and hydrate skin. Another study mentions it's found that formulations with 6% green tea extract significantly improve skin moisture and reduce roughness for over 30 days. Now this whole study on improving skin moisture and reducing roughness, I feel this is actually true when I used it. Instead of it being a powder formulation, instead of it having those gritty particles, the little tiny particles that perform physical exfoliation, instead of all of that, it is still super hydrating. And as I said, that I did not feel the need of applying my moisturizer immediately after I washed. I could still simply wait between my wash and my moisturizer, or whatever skincare application. One more study I found mentions topically applied green tea can shield skin from UV triggered damage, even protecting immune cells and skin layers. Now this is something that I have come across over and over again, that how green tea, matcha in that case, helps with antioxidant, helps with free radical damage. So having green tea in your skincare might actually help. So my thoughts on this particular cleanser, I have used so many. I have my favorites. I have the cult favorites, which are also my favorite. And I keep going back to them because they work just beautifully for my skin. They don't cause me any breakouts. They don't cause me any skin irritation. If I am having a bad skin phase, I go back to these cleansers. It just, brings back my skin, it just puts it back together, heals. And that's why I love all of them. But now I start to wonder, as I am aging, I'm 39, I'll be turning 40 in next 2 months. And I am already looking at so many, anti-aging products. I test them on my channel. I use them, I personally use them. I use retinols, retinals. I use, sunscreen every single day. I use antioxidants in my skincare. I use products that help fight free radical damage. I do a lot of things for anti-aging. Now the other cleansers that I've been using, they don't promise any anti-aging benefit for that matter, but this one actually does, because it promises antioxidant benefits. It promises that it will fight off the free radical damage. It promises to improve skin texture, reduce dryness, which are literally all pillars of anti-aging skincare regime. So I'm just wondering, all my other products have those benefits. Should I also look for those benefits in my cleanser, or should I just do away with it and use my regular cleansers that have been working with me? Because I also know your skin changes as you age. The kind of support that you have been giving for your skin for ages, it might not work in the exact same way. So that's a question. Let me know, what are your thoughts on it? I'm literally thankful to the brand for gifting this to me. I'm not saying all these good things because it's a gift. No, I'm not. You might check on my channel. There are some videos where I've been gifted some products for review, but because they did not work for me, I have put that out honestly on my channel. But I'm really thankful to the brand that I got to try a product like this. Kind of an eye-opener, I would say, where even a cleanser is promising, addressing age-related issues. So yeah, I like it. I hope if you try it, you will also like it. If you have a skin like mine, which is oily to combination, I have a very sensitive skin. It breaks out very easily, so I have to be really careful with the products that I'm trying and testing. I always do a patch test before I go on with products. I did the same with this too. And usually when I do a patch test, I usually perform it here onto my neck because that's closer to face. Even if something goes wrong here, it's not like, right on my face as evident. So in summary, I want to say this is surprisingly gentle, leaves the skin hydrated, antioxidant rich as it's infused with matcha green tea, and affordable too. And if you have seen these powder to foam cleansers everywhere and you are kind of curious to try it out, believe me, you want to give it a shot. It's worth trying and worth every penny. And yeah, that was all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what are your thoughts on this particular cleanser, and especially cleansers that have anti-aging benefits. I'll see you all in my next video. Until then, stay tuned, stay beautiful.